So Carrie Crackhead walking up on the stage and going to face off against Danny Rhodes. So Danny's going to get lane choice and then shoot first or second arrow.
And which side do you want to shoot on, Danny?
I'm going to shoot on the left.
Danny wants to shoot on the left, and do you want to shoot first or second?
First.
Danny's going to shoot first. All right, so they got name tags and targets hung. You guys can, ladies can step up onto the box. Did you notice the, did Joe turn on the shaker on there? All right, so Danny's going to shoot first. Gene's over there. Once you're ready, if you want to give him a head nod, he will start the timer.
Danny's going to shoot first. She shoots out a G4 Archery. Jason Harris, owner and operator there. He's going to be part of the co-op that we're forming. And you're going to see this salt and pepper effect in these pro shops. So I've reached out to, including mine, there's going to be 10 shops in this. So I've reached out to different owners to help us get this off the ground. And we all see in this vision of being able to grow and connect these pro shops all around the Northwest. So this is going to change the entire landscape of the industry over time. We're going to be able to provide better customer service. We'll get great support from the manufacturers. We're getting manufacturers on board with this idea right now, so we can provide quality products in a timely manner to the customers, that we can use our network of shops that are in this co-op to help provide that necessity that we need. Carrie didn't like the looks of that, but it turned out okay. She shot a 10 with it. Looks like a questionable 10 for Danny and a couple of 11s. So I think that's going to be a 9 on that one arrow. And Carrie's going to finish with an 11, so it could just be a 1-point game. This is Senior Women's Open.
We'll start with Danny. Just to date us both, I've known Danny for probably 25 plus years. We used to shoot at the same shop and for the same team back when we were both much younger. And so Danny, where are you shooting out of, and who are you shooting for, and what's your equipment this year?
G4, I'm shooting a PSC Super Focus.
All right, what arrows are you shooting?
A Victory and Excel Sight.
Victory arrows and Excel Sight. And I know Danny's been on the podium and on the box here before. How many times have you shot the Classic, and have you won yet?
This is my third year, and I was fortunate to win last year.
All right, so Danny's the returning champion, trying to defend her championship buckle. And that turns up the heat on Carrie now. All right, we got a great match. 31-31 after the first end. Ready for end number 2. Danny, whenever you're ready, give Gene the nod.
All right, tie game going into the second end. All right, so Danny's high 9 for that first arrow. And every once in a while you'll hear an arrow impact when they're not shooting. That's because the The ladies that are getting ready to come up onto the podium that are seated higher are in the warm-up area, so you're hearing their impact. So it's not a technical glitch. It's just you're hearing another group of archers shoot in a different location. Carrie shoots an 11. She picks up 2 points on that. All right, Danny is going to keep that 2-point difference there. I'm sure she is adding that up in her head, knowing that that 9 cost her a couple of points. Another 11. This is an important arrow for Danny. Takes some pressure off or puts it on for that last in. She shoots a 9, so that's going to pick up another point. Possibly for Carrie. Oh, and she center punches it. So a solid 33.
All right, ladies, slow it down after
Number 2. Keeping it close. All right, Carrie, you're up next. Where do you shoot out of? Throw out any sponsors, and what equipment are you shooting?
Well, to take it from the words of, Merida, I'll be shooting from my own hand. No sponsors really. I shoot out of my garage and beautiful PSE Super Focus X. Thanks, Heather. Black Eagle arrows, Excel sight and scope, Hamsky rest, and True Ball release.
Nice. And who do you got in the coach's box back there?
I got my Wade.
The Wade. Wade, one of our sponsors here, the owner of Bright Strings. We always throw out a shout out to Wade and thank him for his sponsorship. And Wade's one of the good guys in the industry.
For sure.
All right, tight race, but Carrie's opened up a little bit of a lead, 64-61 after 2. And I'll remind you, ladies, the red speed button for shooting at a 12 is right there on the floor if you need it.
Okay, Danny. 3-point disadvantage going into this. She's got to hammer these. It looks like it's going to be a 9. So I wonder if Danny's going to hit that button just to practice that shot under pressure. When you're nervous and you are having a hard time aiming at a big yellow dot with a 10 and 11 in it, aiming at a little dot that's smaller than that underneath on the 7-8 line isn't going to do anything for you at that point if you can't close the gap, but it could build some confidence knowing that you could do it. That's on I think that's going to be a 10 for her second arrow. Looks like Carrie's got an 11 for her first. It's going to be another one, I think that's going to be an 11. It's going to be too close to call, but I believe it may have caught it. Ten for Danny on her third arrow. Unless Carrie makes a huge mistake, that should close it up. That's a 9, but I don't think that's going to be enough.
All right, that's it.
And number 3. All right, I'll ask Danny, you've been doing this a long time. Do the nerves ever get any better?
No.
Never get better.
Never get better.
All right, we've got a tight match down there. We've got a couple close arrows. Danny looked like might have got a couple 11s there at the end, so we'll see how it all works out in the end. No 12 strategy for either one of you.
You got to see it to shoot it. You gotta see it.
Yeah, so the crowd knows we're getting into the senior class here, so you see a lot of readers getting flipped out, you know, binoculars to see the target down there. All right. What's that? Yeah. One more in, right? No, that's it. That was it. You almost convinced me. All right, Carrie holds on 95-91 over Danny. So no defense of the belt buckle from last year. Danny's going to finish in 4th position in the Senior Women's Open. And a couple of quick stats before we bring out the next competitor. 9 people in this division. We narrowed it down to 4. And then they shot the bracket style just to improve their score and reseed if possible, but no changes in the position. And the payouts for the Women's Senior Open is going to be 3rd place, $74, 2nd place, $149, and the champion's going to win $371. And all right, up next, your number 2 qualifier, Shawn Wood. All right, and Shawn, do you want to shoot on the left or the right?
I'll shoot on the right.
All right, she's going to shoot on the right. She's going to move Carrie, and do you want to shoot first or second?
Don't matter to me, girl.
I'll shoot first.
All right, Shawn's going to shoot first. Didn't seem like she really cared. All right, looks like the targets are set up. Let those guys clear out. So Shawn's going to shoot first. So whenever you're ready, Shawn, you're going to give Gene over there a nod, and he'll start the clock for you.
Looks like Shawn had a hard time seeing through a peep. So she's under a time clock now, so she's got 30 seconds to get that arrow off. There's no provision for equipment failure during this match, so she's got to work out all those issues on her own. She's probably got a coach starting to count down. She can't see, so she just missed that arrow, so it's not going to be able to count. So something is different for her than it has been for others. So she's having a hard time seeing through a peep. So she's going to have to take a 0 on that first arrow. So Shawn gets her first arrow off. It's a 9. I have to check the rules, but I don't think these have to be shot in any particular order for the shoot off, for the shoot up rather. They did have to for the qualification round. So all it's going to matter is there's 3 arrows down there and 3 targets, but she's not going to have an extra arrow to shoot. So whatever's going on with her peep, I don't know. She shot an 11, so she's figuring it out, whatever it was. Hopefully it sits over. It could be glasses, glare, anything. It's unfortunate.
All right,
So that's going to be it.
We'll go down and get that score up.
So she's figuring out what's going on. She's talking to her
All right,
coach.
Shawn, we will ask you where you shoot out of, if you have any sponsors, and then what kind of equipment are you shooting?
I shoot out of Evergreen Archery, and I have no sponsors. And I'm shooting a PSE Super Focus, and then I have the Freak Show QD Rest, and the Excel Achieve XP sight. high-tech killer stabilizers, and I shoot a true ball goat.
All right, and we'll ask the question, how are the nerves up here on the stage?
Worse now that my peep didn't come around.
Yeah, that's always tough when the peep doesn't really. All right, early lead for Carrie, 30-19 over Shawn, and we will get started with the end number 2.
Yeah, so what Shawn just indicated is her peep didn't rotate all the way around. She may be shooting a pretty small aperture too to keep that dot clear or the target clear. And unfortunately, if that thing doesn't come back perfect, if you're shooting a really small hole or aperture in your peep, it's going to interfere with what you see. And if there's any kind of reduced light or anything, you can see she's kind of having a hard time seeing through that. Looks like she's shooting the podium peep, so she has the ability to change that lens out shooting freestyle. Don't know if she's going to take time. There's a lot going through a person's mind, so I don't know that you're going to change a peep aperture out on that podium. I think you get a little tunnel vision as it is, and that's the purpose of us doing it, is to mimic the Lancaster Classic so that we can provide that stress and atmosphere to prepare archers in the Northwest to raise their game and to go there competitively. All right, it looks like a 9. So Carrie shot a 9 on there first. So Carrie's just got to sail home now at this point, and she should be trying to perfect her game because she's still got Christina Davis to deal with. Looks like that could have caught a 10 out at 3 o'clock. Looks like
All right, end number 2 done.
Carrie's going
Give him a
to.
big round of applause. All right, Carrie, are the nerves getting better? You settling in a little bit, or still a little on high alert?
It's arrow to arrow, but I don't feel like puking right now.
Well, that's a good thing. We don't have a bucket up here, just so you know. Your coach in the box back there, have you guys talked strategy on the 12, or are we staying away from that at all costs?
It's hard to shoot the white circle when you can't really see it. So I'll just keep aiming for the middle as best I can.
Yep, that's probably a good strategy. Shoot for the yellow.
It's the first time I've ever shot a white dot, so.
Yeah, I know down in Troutdale, we got some of our big boys. They shoot the 12 regularly, and then us older people with less vision, we stay away from that 12 at all costs.
Yeah. I tried over there just for seeing how it would go, and it wasn't good.
Yeah, nice. All right. Looks like Carrie's holding on to her lead, 60-48 over Shawn.
This weekend, we had 17 divisions. We'll keep growing those divisions as more participation happens. We're going to move into a different venue next year, so once we secure that, we'll let everybody know where that's going to be and hopefully keep growing the shoot. So some of the divisions, as you split them up, there's a little less participation on the first couple of years just because the growth will start to come after that division's been created for archers that wait for those to open up. So we can thank all the archers for being here. It's been a great weekend. We've been shooting since Friday morning for this shoot. Helen got a little bit away from her, so that looks like it's an 8, a little bit high. And unless the wheels fall off the bus, Carrie will walk away with this one, and she'll secure a second place win against Shawn, and move on to Christina Davis. She may be feeling a little bit of that pressure as well. That arrow she didn't get off, I'm sure, is just sitting in the back of her mind, just burning. Hopefully she's able to compartmentalize that and move forward, because you can't do anything about it now, but it's easier said than done. It's a lot easier to say it when you're sitting behind that microphone talking about it. Shawn finishes with a 9. Little wiggle right before execution.
Shawn, great job. Rough start, but great finish. And Shawn's going to finish in 3rd place and take home a check for $74. All right, the guys are getting the targets set up. Number 1 qualifier, Senior Women's Open, Christina Davis. Christina, do you want the left or the right? All right, she's going to push Carrie over to the right. She's going to shoot on the left. And then, Christina, you want to shoot first or second?
I think I'll go first.
All right, Christina wants to go first. See if she can put a little pressure on early. All right, well, they're setting up the targets. We'll ask Christina. I think everybody up here knows Christina. No big introduction necessary, but Christina is a multi-time, Vegas, Reading. I'm not sure about U.S. Indoor nationals or anything. She's won up here multiple times, so she is she's not only national level, especially in the Senior Women's Open class, but world class in Senior Women's Open. So tell us who you're shooting for, what you're shooting.
Yeah, right? Stop. Please stop.
Okay, let's talk about who do you got in the coach's box back there?
Seth.
All right, looks like the targets are set up. Tim's working, so he can't coach. And so we've got a semi-adequate step in for Tim.
So Seth in the box is Matt Lindquist. He shoots down out of the Vancouver location. Great archer too. He's only been shooting for about 2 or 3 years, but
Legs, Christina.
I don't know if she just realized somebody reminded her legs. So she's under the clock. I was just about to mention that when she was at full draw. I was like, I don't think she's meant to leave those on. All right, so it didn't bother her that much. She didn't have much time, though, so it looks like she's going to shoot a 10. It could be an 11, but I don't think that first arrow's going to bother her that much. And I like that she didn't panic. She just got it off there. Looks like a 9 for that first arrow. Long pulled. Just a little about outright. It's going to be a solid 10. Christina's not going to like that third arrow. she doesn't like when she misses the 10 very much. No one does, but with her competitiveness, she knows that she just chunked that one. So I think she'll be able to move on past it, though. All right, and that's going to be, looks like a 10 for Carrie.
We're going to take this back. Instead of talking to the archers, we're going to talk to the coaches. So I know Matt's strategy. I shoot with Matt a lot, and I know he practices the 12. Have you and Christina talked about the 12 strategy?
A little bit.
So can you convince one of them to push the red button?
I'll do my best.
All right. I know Carrie says she can't see it, so she's not shooting it, but Wade, can you persuade her to push that red button?
Keep it in the gold.
Oh, that doesn't sound like the Wade Smith I know. All right, we got a tie game, 30-30 after the first end. End number 2. All right, hold on real quick. A couple arrows being pulled down there. All right, we should be good. Whenever you're ready, Christina.
(30-30) going into the second end. It's like it's a brand new game. We talk about this often. The money's nice that you can win, but everybody wants a buckle, and these buckles are definitely earned. That's a good, solid 11 starting out. That's a 10-9 line. I'm sorry, a 11-10 line. Good shot. Oh, sorry, I saw it. Thought she shot him out in a different order, so that was a low shot there for Christina. She's not going to be happy with that. She feels a little relief, I think, when she looked over Carrie. Shot an 8. Carrie's got to process that now. So this is an important end here. Chris makes up for it, shooting an 11. You saw that little sear on that release click into spot. And she shoots a 6 o'clock 10.
So I'll ask Carrie. I know you guys are good friends. You've shot many times together. Does that make it easier standing up here on the box? The nerves a little less or no different?
No different, really, but I feel like I'm warmed up now. But yeah, Christina and I have shot lots together. Lots.
Yeah.
And I'm always still chasing her.
Well, maybe this is the year. Who knows, huh? Looks like we got good arrows down there, so it's going to be really close. All right, Christine, looks like Christine hits a couple of 11s and takes a 3-point lead going into the third and final end, 61-58. And remember, ladies, the red button is available if you need it.
Carrie's shaking her head no. At this point, you just want to aim at what you can aim at. And like was pointed out earlier, if you can't see it, you can't shoot it. I want to take a minute to thank all the staff that's helped us with this shoot, helped put it on. We have a great shooting staff, and they've all ponied up and everything that needs to be done, from providing food, changing trash bags, sweeping, setting up the targets. Everything has made such a difference, and hopefully a great experience for the archers. Chris starting out with an 11. Carrie's going to follow it up with her own. That's a 10-9 liner, so this could be a strategy. If Carrie's thinking through it, she could go for it and could come back. I don't know. So that's a tough one. That's going to take a coach to probably talk you into that. So she got a 9, so different point of view, it looks like Chris's is a 9 as well. So she's going to have to, Chris will have to make a mistake here, and Carrie will have to hit that 12 to come back and win or catch up. And she's going to shoot an 11. She does not make a mistake. So if Carrie hits the 12, it'll just be for the challenge. And everybody loves to see it. It's a lot of pressure to do that. Oh, just off of it.
Looks like Christina put the pressure on, and Carrie hit the red button. All right, barring any unforeseen scoring changes down there, looks like Christina's going to take this one home. She's going to be the champion. Carrie moving up from 4th into take 2nd place today. Fantastic job, ladies. And the coaches did a heck of a job back there, heck of a job. All right, final score, 92 for Christina, 86 for Carrie. Great job.